Hi, guys, and welcome back to yet another review from Brother Bryce. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Vailnd Keto Food Guide. It is a quick guide for people getting started with keto and learning how to do the ketogenic diet. If you know me, you know that I've done keto for a number of years. I think last month started year 11 of me being on keto. So, very strict keto for a long, long time. Wish I wish I was more faithful uh, all the time. But I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this or unenvelope it for your viewing pleasure. So, it comes in this little plastic pouch here, and we're gonna go ahead and open that up. You don't have to tear it. Inside of this, there is both the guide and a magnet. So there's a self-adhesive magnet that you can fasten to the back of it, and that is kind of handy. I think that's nice for keeping it on your fridge, keeping it in a very apparent place that you can trust that it's going to be there for you to depend on. Mine kind of got bent in the mail, but let's look at the content. One thing that I did notice about this is that in the content of it, and I don't want to show you too much because I don't want to spoil it, but um, they do give you an honest assessment of things. So they tell you here's some substitutions that you can get into. They give you the net carb count. The one thing that I wish that they did was I wish they showed you the total carb count so that you could make a judgment call of your own. I think they should show the fiber and the total carbs. I know that in some countries they only show the net carbs on the nutritional information, but here in the US, they're required to show the total carbs. And I think it's easier to make a real judgment call. But they show you, they don't give you like you should or you shouldn't do this. They just give you really the lowdown on what is low carb and what's not based on the net carbs that are in it. And so, with all of that, you get the fat grams, the protein grams. They're not showing you necessarily, the fat calories, but they do show you the total calories, which I think is very useful on these items. And you make the decision yourself, which is what you always do. You make the decision yourself as to what you actually want to be consuming. And some of these things in here that are listed in here, I'm going to just be straight with you. Some of the things that are listed in here, you probably shouldn't be consuming on a ketogenic diet. That's just me and my own personal experience. Think that many of these things don't fit into a ketogenic diet, but they don't tell you what you should and shouldn't do. They give you a guide with tools that you can use to make a quick assessment, and maybe it is that your why you are doing the ketogenic diet is greater than your desire to indulge in higher carbohydrate foods, because some of the foods listed in here pretty high on the net carb scale. So just think about that when you're looking at this. I think it's a useful guide. I think it's a tool, and I think it's a nice tool, and it's convenient, and it's colorful, it's bold, it's easy to read, it's really easy to understand, but it is just a tool. They don't tell you, they don't give you advice. Do this, don't do that. They don't give you advice in this. They simply tell you what the counts are on things and what some good substitutes are for certain types of products that you might be eating. So I think this is useful. There are, let's see, it's got all these nice tabs on here. It tells you dairy, cheese, and seafood, fruits, baked goods. Let me put that down here so that you can see that better. They give you these categories of different things, and then they have a sweetener guide, which I think is neat. The sweetener guide, it doesn't it doesn't, for instance, tell you that xylitol is terrible for dogs and it will kill your dog, but they do tell you what some some different equivalents are, and they show you just different products that you might be getting at the store and what they would be good for. So I think that's really useful. This is handy because you can just stick it up on your fridge, or even if you have like in many apartments, if you have metal doors, you could put it up on your front door and you could just look at it, and get a quick guide. It's a handy little thing. So I hope that this is helpful for you. I did get this free through the Vine program. I just think I think it's a great product for people just starting out. It's very informative, and I think that people will on their own make their own decisions as to how extreme they want to go with the protocol. All right, you guys, I hope you found this useful. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.